I wasn't lying way back in July when I said Serie A would be the most exciting league this season. Look at the table right here, people. With one match day to go, we still got a title race. We still got a top four battle. We still got a relegation race. Everything you want in a league going down to the final match day. Serie A, calcio football, I will always adore you. This is why this league, it deserves more praise. It deserves more money because these teams play good. Look at the goal yesterday from Cagliari. What an insane combination. Jogo Bonito goal from them. Then you had the drama with Inter, the drama with Napoli with the VAR penalty, to Juventus winning, to Milan being an absolute circus at the moment. Serie A football lives. And we have one more match day to go, people. So let's talk about the final match day of the Serie A coming up Friday. I didn't know this, but Friday there will be the title race decided. Then there's games Saturday and then Sunday still. We're going to look at the table right now, and then we're going to look at the fixtures that are coming up on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So get your thoughts in the comments down below. Who do you think will win the Scudetto? Who will get the final spot in the UCL? And who will be relegated? So let's quickly talk about the relegation race, because Empoli picked up a massive win. If they drew or lost to Monza, yeah, Empoli should be relegated. They beat Monza with a second half comeback, so now they give themselves some hope heading into the final match day. Parma, Lecce, Empoli, all separated by 2 points. Venezia still have some hope, but they'll need Lecce and Empoli to lose. They got to win. It's simple as that for Venezia. They just got to win their final game. And Verona are still not out of this. Now, if you guys don't know, Serie A is decided by head-to-head results, so no goal difference. So I don't know what the head-to-head result is of Verona versus Empoli, Verona to Lecce, Verona to Parma. I have no clue. Very difficult to say who's going to be relegated from the Serie A, and that's what makes it fantastic. I mean, what drama it was yesterday for Empoli. Venezia, they got absolutely destroyed yesterday. And Parma, they had a good fight against Napoli, and they got themselves a valuable point. If they didn't get that point, Parma, they would be in big trouble. Then the top four battle, it's pretty much between Lazio, AS Roma, and Juventus. Now, look, I didn't watch the game yesterday for Juventus, but it looked like it was a struggle once again. They got the victory. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter how you play right now. Play ugly football and get UCL football. Juventus desperately need UCL football to help salvage anything from this horrible season that they are going under right now. If they don't get UCL football, the reaction in Turin is going to be nuclear-esque at that point. AS Roma, they picked up a valuable win over Milan, even though they got fortunate with Santi Jimenez getting that stupid red card, even though I don't really think it's a red card. You can have your debate about that. And Lazio picked up a valuable point away at Inter. So for Juventus, we'll look at their final fixture. And then AS Roma, they got a tough game away. Lazio have a decent game at home. If I'm going to be honest, the top four should be Juventus because they have the most favorable fixture for them. But you cannot trust this Juventus team. It's going to have to be just 1-0 or a 2-0 victory. But if they drop points, AS Roma right there. Lazio are right there. And then the top two, the Scudetto race has been enthralling, chaotic, ever-changing. It's just been it's an ayahuasca trip at this point, the Scudetto title race, because yesterday, Inter took the lead twice. Great comeback from Lazio. Lazio in that second half played some good football and deservedly got a point. Inter, they didn't do pretty much anything until they conceded the goal to Lazio, and Pedro got the 2 goals. I don't understand for the life of me why Bishek put his arm out like that. He put the motion out, and that's obviously a clear penalty in the VAR era. I don't know what Bishek was thinking. That was a clear penalty. And then they had that one chance with Arnautovic. If Arnautovic converted that chance right there, a 94th minute late winner, Inter would have destiny in their own hands. He completely miskicked it. I mean, such a horrendous miss from Arnautovic. And they got the 2-2 draw. He scored offside goal, which was clearly offside. While Napoli had some late drama with the VAR drama, where they didn't get the penalty. You could say it's a penalty, not a penalty. I think it's like 50-50 challenge. I think the referee and they all thought to themselves, let's just have some late day drama right here. Let's take it to the final match day, because on some occasions that will be the penalty. On some occasions it will not be a penalty. You could say that Neres went down quite easily. It's such a difficult one to call. Although they called it back because there was a foul. Now, I don't think that's a foul either. So it's just the VAR, referees in Serie A, they're not the greatest. At least we get one more dramatic final match day in the Serie A. Because here's the final match day fixture. So Inter go away to Como. That is not going to be easy considering Cesc Fabregas and Como are playing some ball right now. They got so many good players, Como, and the football they play under Cesc is just wonderful to watch. Napoli have Cagliari at home. That should be an automatic 3 points. I know Napoli have struggled against Parma and Genoa in the last 2 games. Parma away is actually quite difficult fixture this season. Cagliari at home. They have nothing to play for. David Nicola has done an incredible job once again. He saved them from this season from getting relegated. I think they'll be at the beach. Napoli should be picking up 3 points. But it's now down to Antonio Conte and his squad not feeling the pressure. They look like they're terrified of the moment right now. The second half against Parma was terrible from Napoli. They couldn't create anything. Obviously, Scott McTominay with that one free kick. Zion Suzuki with a ridiculous save. So Napoli could be feeling the pressure. If it gets to 0-0 and it's like 20 minutes to go, what do Napoli do? They don't have the difference makers off the bench. Yes, you have a Neres, you have a Simeone, but these guys are not like game changers. I like Neres, but it's just not going to be enough for Napoli. They're going to have to get a set-piece goal or some individual brilliance from a Lukaku or Scott McTominay, something like that for Napoli to get the victory. Inter, I'm not even confident they're going to beat Como. Inter are just such an inconsistent side right now that you don't even have trust in them winning over Como. So, in all honesty, I think Napoli will win it. I think Inter might just scrape by and get like a 2-1 victory. And Napoli will win the Scudetto by 1 point. But can you imagine the dramatic scene if Napoli lose and Inter and Como draw? We're going to the playoff, people. One last game to determine who wins the Scudetto. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't see Napoli losing to Cagliari. I think that would be crazy to see. It will not be happening. So I think it will be determined on the final match day on Friday. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you think will win the Scudetto? Then when it comes to the top 4 and who will get the final UCL spot, Juventus go away to Venezia. I mean, Venezia are not the greatest of sides. Juve should be winning that game. They should be. But do you trust Juventus right now? Nah, a little bit. They should be getting it done, though. AS Roma go away to Torino. Not the toughest of grounds. It should be quite comfortable for them. And Lazio face the relegation side in Lecce, who will be fighting for their lives. So all 3 teams, Venezia and Lecce, they're fighting for relegation. AS Roma, the only side who are playing against a team that doesn't have anything to play for. That top 4 battle might be more intriguing than the Scudetto race. I'll tell you that right now. Who do I think will get it? It should be Juventus. You cannot, if you lose to Venezia or even drop points to them, you should not be qualifying to UCL. You shouldn't be. If somehow AS Roma get that final UCL spot and qualify to the Champions League, Claudio Ranieri needs to be given a statue ASAP. Put a statue immediately next to the Coliseum of Ranieri if he somehow gets UCL football for AS Roma. Mind you, match day 14, they were 2 points above the relegation zone. 2 points. And now they could be getting UCL football. It would be a ridiculous job by Claudio. And then obviously Lazio, they should be beating Lecce, but you can't even trust Lazio. Lazio play really good football against the top teams, but it seems like the mid-table relegation sides, Lazio do struggle. And Baroni has done a good job. So if he got UCL football, I think it would be an incredible job by him. And then who gets relegated? That's just going to be an absolute battle. Parma going away to Atalanta. Empoli and Verona going up against each other. Venezia, I don't think they're going to beat Juve. So I could see it's like Venezia joining Monza. And I think it's going to be Lecce who will join the other 2 in getting relegated. I think Parma will be final way to Atalanta. I think they'll be fortunate. The other teams will be dropping points. So the final match day in Serie A. I mean, look at this, people. Let's look back at the standings. Like, this is how you want a league to finish. Everything is on the line. There's drama. Yesterday, people, 4 managers got sent off in the top 2 games. The Napoli, the Inter, the Parma, and the Lazio manager, all of them got sent off. What other league can provide drama like that? So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, people. Who do you think will win the Scudetto? Who will get the final UCL spot? And who will get relegated from the Serie A this season? Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Remember to follow me on all the socials, Twitter, Instagram, join the Discord. I'm sure the Discord will be hot on the final match day of the Serie A. But have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Till next time. Adios.